For old people, fatigue is normal. But the real fatigue lies not in the body, but in the fact that one suddenly feels that one no longer has a reason to be present. From that day on, he scrubbed more carefully in the bathroom, changed the soap, washed his sweater, sniffed his wrists when no one was looking. But the feeling of being judged by the person he loved the most, nothing could wash away. He began to withdraw, to speak less, to smile less. He would sit for hours looking out the window, where the small garden was covered in frost. On rainy days, he would quietly go out just to wipe the bricks of the walkway, as if trying to clean something inside that he couldn't name. Emily, his daughter-in-law, didn't notice. She was busy with a packed schedule, with lunch boxes for Lucas, work emails sent at close to midnight. David came home late, often just having a quick bite to eat and then burying his head in his laptop. No one really noticed how long he had been away from the dinner table. No one asked. No one knocked on his door. Only Lucas, the seemingly carefree 8-year-old, occasionally glanced toward the hallway. Every time he passed by his grandfather's door, his eyes would pause for a moment, hesitant, wanting to ask something but not daring, wanting to knock, but his little hands would retract. A week passed, as quietly as if his silence were normal. On Sunday evening, the family meal continued as usual. The sound of forks lightly touching porcelain plates, the sound of the TV in the next room. But the chair opposite Lucas was still empty, and the light in his room remained on late into the night, casting a flickering yellow halo on the wooden floor. Inside the small room, Mr. Henry sat quietly on the bed, his eyes fixed on the darkness of the hallway. Then, as if by an old reflex, he stood up, quietly walked to the cleared dining table, and placed his hand on the back of the chair where Lucas had sat. His hand was shaking, not only because of his old joints, but because of something deeper that was cracking inside him. Was he still a part of this family? Or was he just a guest, silently counting down the last days of his life in a house that no longer called his name? The wind